Hi, this is Milu. Welcome to my channel. Today is Thursday, December 26. Someone asked me to give my intuitive impressions about the trip Trump took to the Middle East yesterday, to Iraq. And I was also picking up quite a bit from him as he was, because I saw a little bit of the speech that he gave while he was there. It's just another distraction because he is embattled by all the bad news that are coming out, from Mattis to the young boy who died, the young immigrant, among a whole bunch of other things as that we know. I don't have to cite them all, that are on TV every day, 24 hours a day. This man is basically going out of his mind. And yes, they've been planning in case he decided he wanted to go. And over the holidays, he could not go to Mar-a-Lago because of the shutdown. So he decided, why not? So he went. The pressure that made him take the trip is because of all the bad news on TV. And also, Trump is doing something that I don't feel, or at least it's not being talked about on TV. And it may be on the background. Some people recognize what he's trying to do. Just like Trump divided our society, he's trying to do the same thing with the military. Because that's what dictators do. They create their own army, their own military. They coerce members of the military. Once they feel they have enough people on their side, and they decide to do certain things. And this situation, I don't know. I don't think it will work. But this is one thing that's on Trump's mind. In case anything happens to him, he can call on his supporters in the military to help him out. I know it's not going to work. I know the way the military, the Constitution, and all those things work, Trump is not going to make it, regardless of what he does, how much coercing he does. Yes, there are some people in the military who would probably follow. But the way everything is structured, Trump by himself cannot dismantle everything. But that's what's on his mind. He's trying to divide and conquer. And he doesn't have a plan. There is no thought process behind all this bravado, complaining about the Democrats or anyone else he doesn't like. Nothing. He simply wants to stay in power. At some level, it feels like to me, he is competing with Putin and Xi, because those guys basically are president for life. Xi is, and Putin is working on the same thing in Russia right now. They are trying to find a way so he can run again and be president again. So Trump would like to do the same thing here. It's not going to work, but at some level, that's what Trump is doing. He's trying to compete with those guys. So that's why when he goes to those things, it's not that he doesn't know how the military works, how everything works. He does very well. But he's trying to divide and conquer. And so that whenever Mueller's report come out, he can start screaming, complaining, all kinds of stuff. And those who believe him, he's hoping they will follow him, and he will cause enough problems thinking that people are going to back off. That's what Trump is thinking. I feel he's going to fail miserably. Yes, he's been trying everything. Nothing has worked so far, but there is another thing as well that's giving me pause. We have temporary Attorney General. Mattis left. We have someone in there that's temporary, among other people in the cabinet and heads of departments. that are not confirmed by the Senate, that's a way for him to be the first and last word. No one can argue with him. That's why he's getting rid of anyone he feels or has the reputation of having a lot more knowledge than he does about the presidency, how the military works, and all those things. So Trump, in a way, is creating a situation where if we are not careful, we can find ourselves in trouble. That's what's on his mind, him and his family. That's what they are doing. It's not only Trump. When they get together, they try to come up with ways they can, like they used to do when he was in business, find ways to lie to people, to tell you he's doing this, but he's doing something completely different. Trump and his family are trying to pull the wool over our eyes. Basically, that's what I feel. That's why yesterday when he went, he was complaining about Democrats. He was lying to the troops. I know they know, but that's part of his game. Basically, he's trying to coerce them. That's why he's doing all this complaining. He's trying to convince people to be on his team. I don't think it's going to work. So I feel like saying we are in a dangerous path right now. The way Trump is behaving, I mean, I've heard a lot of people on TV are talking about it. Putin is basically threatening us, and we are not responding. I know in the background there are military leaders who are responding their own ways to Putin's threats. But Trump, who's supposedly the leader of the country, is not doing it. There's a reason for it. Even if it is psychological. Because everything starts by thinking you can do, and then you take action. That's what I feel Putin is doing. Once we find ourselves, we lose confidence. Basically, that's all it takes for Putin to start invading Eastern Europe and other countries close by. That's the thought. That's how Putin is thinking. And what Trump, if you notice, he wants to move out of Syria. He knows exactly. Trump knows a lot more than we give him credit for. He's just a con artist. Basically, that's what's going on. And I hope the Republican Party wake up sooner than later. Because starting next week, January 3rd, when Leader Pelosi takes over, the whole game is going to change. But don't think Trump is going to sit back. That's when we're really going to see how bad this guy is. He is not going to stop at anything to get to what he wants, which is stop the Mueller probe, or even if Mueller comes, what he's doing is manipulate the situation to the point where, regardless of the report that Mueller puts out, he will be on top. But he's going to fail, and fail miserably. Because I feel, I don't know if anyone feels that way, psychologically, Trump has already lost. The other thing is, people now are calling him liar to his face. He has lost any goodwill from the majority of Americans, and also no one take him at his words. Those are major issues for any leader to experience, and once that happens, you become ineffective, you can no longer govern. And I feel the Republicans are fully aware of it. It is a matter of when they are going to take action. Some of them are going to try to keep propping Trump and try to keep him in power because that's what they want. They want to be in power. They want to dictate everyone else had to live their lives. But I don't think it's going to work. In my opinion, that trip, the trip to the Middle East, Trump was hoping it would get a lot more airtime over many days in order for him to have a break from all the negative news that were on TV. Basically, that's what the trip was all about. Not because he wanted to go visit the troops. The next situation I would like to touch with is the shutdown of the government. Here again, Trump does not have a plan. I don't feel it's going to last very long. What I feel is, and people have been talking about it on TV, and I feel that it resonates with me. That's what I feel is going to happen. Pelosi is going to deal with McConnell and Schumer and whomever is in charge of the Republicans in the House to come up with a deal to open the government. I would not be surprised if they find a way to, whatever deal they make, to make it veto proof. I feel that is Pelosi's goal. And I heard it on TV and the news, and it's resonating with me as well, since I don't know the process. But I feel that's what's going to stop all this shutdown event that's going on. That is going to be a psychological blow to Trump, because it's going to show how ineffective he is, and he can't govern. He has lost the moral ground, not that he ever had it, but some people were willing to give him a chance. And he has proven he cannot do anything except for lying and doing underhanded things, such as what he did to Mattis. So, in my opinion, Trump and his family are on a slippery slope. It is a matter of time. I don't feel this is going to end well. Someone asked me what's going to happen when Trump leaves. Yes, it's going to be a little chaotic. Some of his supporters are going to start screaming and do all kinds of stuff, and then they're going to quiet down. I don't see anything that's going to go wrong to the point where that's going to put the country on the brink. No. Trump, at the right time, will be removed, whether he goes voluntarily, because I feel he may resign, but behind the scene he will be told. That's what I feel. I know this is taking a toll on a lot of people. I feel in the coming weeks, we are going to see some major changes there. So just hang in there. I don't feel this is going to last, and people are writing about it already. Reporters and other people are writing op-eds and talking about it is time to remove Trump. That's not a good thing. I feel it's a matter of time. This is all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not done so, and tap on the bell in order for you to be notified when I am online or if I post a video. Thank you for your support. Till next time.